In trigonometry, we start with definitions. We define the 6 trigonometric functions using just 3 variables, x, y, and r. Each trig function is a fraction, so you have a numerator and you have a denominator. We arrange x, y, and r into as many different fractions as we can. We can create 6 different fractions. The 6 different fractions are pictured here. Next, we assign each fraction to a function. The functions have the following names: sine, cosine, tangent, cosecant, secant, and cotangent. The 6 trigonometric functions have an input of an angle. The name of the angle is theta. Each trig function is a function of theta, which means the angle theta determines the output value, which you see here as a fraction. We say sine of theta equals y over r, cosine of theta equals x over r, tangent of theta equals y over x, and you can practice the other 3 yourself by saying them out loud. Example 1 gives meaning to the values x, y, and r. Each variable has its own meaning. As you might have guessed, x and y stand for the coordinates of an ordered pair. In example 1, you're given an ordered pair of 4, 2. In this example, x equals 4, y equals 2, and let's place that point here. Then we can connect the origin, which is point 0, 0, to the given point 4, 2, and let's do that here. Theta is the angle in standard position, which measures the angle to the terminal side. The last piece of the puzzle is r, and r is the radius of a circle which would pass through the point 4, 2 that's given to you. So let me sketch that imagined circle as a dashed curve. We find r by creating another shape, a right triangle. We use x equals 4, y equals 2, and you draw the right triangle that creates that radius. The radius is the hypotenuse of the right triangle. We need to find the value of r using the Pythagorean theorem. Remember, our 6 trig functions rely on the values x, y, and r. 4 squared plus 2 squared equals r squared. 16 plus 4 equals r squared. 20 equals r squared. Then you square root both sides. You can simplify the square root of 20, can't you? Which equals 2 square root 5. We now have the values of x, y, and r. X equals 4, y equals 2, and r equals 2 square root 5. Now we finish the problem. Find the values of the 6 trig functions. Since sine equals y over r, we substitute y equals 2 and r equals 2 root 5 into the fraction. The 2's cancel. Now we rationalize the denominator, and I'll do that here. This gives us the value of sine. Sine equals the square root of 5 over 5. Next we find the value of cosine. Cosine equals x over r, so we substitute x equals 4, r equals 2 root 5 into the fraction. 2 goes into 4, then we rationalize the denominator. Now we find the value of tangent. Tangent equals y over x, and so we substitute y equals 2 and x equals 4, and this reduces to 1/2. We're done with tangent. Finally, the other 3 functions are found similarly by substitution. See if you can find them yourself. Just pause the video and give it a shot. Here we're finding cosecant using the ratio r over y. See me substituting in, and we get the square root of 5. Now we move to secant. Again, we are substituting into the r over x definition, and we get root 5 over 2. Cotangent, similarly substituting in, we get the value of 2. Well, it looks like we found all 6 of the trig functions, and we're done with this problem. Thanks for watching.